Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Watchlist by Magenta Trade. Today is Monday, the 18th of July, and we are back with our regular YouTube live program, the Watchlist. At Magenta Trade, we teach you how to grow your portfolio using option trading strategies. We explain in simple terms how you can participate in the world-leading companies with a fraction of the amount that you'd invest in normal circumstances. In the vast ocean of the stock market, there are plenty of opportunities to gain from the movement of share prices every day. However, market is unpredictable, volatile, and sometimes complex to understand. In order to be successful, you need a disciplined, rule-based approach developed over a long period of experience in the market and focused on building a long-term portfolio to protect your hard-earned money. With that introduction, let's get started with today's session. And just with our disclosure, all our discussions at Magenta Trade are solely for educational and information purposes. We are not investment advisors, and you should consult a financial advisor before making any investments. Options trading involve exceptional gains, but at the same time, they pose inherent risk. Past results are no guarantee of future gains. We are not finance professionals, and we are not aware of your personal financial circumstances. For more discussions, my apologies, for more disclosures, you can visit our website, www.magentatrade.com. Quickly, a couple of words about me. I'm Shan. I'm joining from Sydney, Australia, and I have been actively trading for the last 15 years. And my favorite areas of coaching are trade management and money management. At Magenta Trade, we base our strategies on three dimensions of investments: long-term capital growth, building a retirement portfolio over a long period of time, generating regular income using stocks and option trading strategies, and ensuring your capital is adequately protected against severe market downturns so that your hard-earned money is not wasted in adventure. With that introduction, let's get rolled on to the market today, what's happening. And before that, maybe we'll have a look at a couple of earnings report, or maybe let's have a quick look in the market. That's fine. We'll start with the S&P 500 SPX. It started above where it closed on Friday. Friday, as you would probably remember, the market actually was very positive. It jumped. After 5 days, almost 5 days or 6 days of dip, on Friday it jumped, and Friday was the monthly option expiry, or you can say the settlement, and due to that, the market was very positive. Also, there were some other factors as well. The financials, the companies, Citigroup and other companies, the result was a bit positive. So that was a very positive factor. However, today the market again opened higher. There was very good result from Goldman Sachs. So considering those, also the market opened higher. However, now it has dipped back. It cut the trend line, so that is interesting. It went above the trend line today. Today's high was 3902, but now it has come down to 3847, which is below Friday's closure. So now we have to see whether it retreats from here, or it goes above the upper band. Normally, when in the Bollinger Band, when there is a squeeze, when the band becomes very narrow, after that there is a significant movement. After that, when the band expands, it's a really very strong momentum in terms of and in a particular direction. So there is it goes on a bit for a number of sessions. For multiple sessions, actually, it goes on in a particular direction, and that that movement is strong. That direction, or you can say that decline in the price or the rise in price, whatever direction it is a very steep one. So as you can see here, in this particular case, also here around 14th of April this year, the band became narrow here, and then all of a sudden it fell here. The prices fell here or for a number of sessions, and the movement was very sharp and towards that this lower band here, and then again it started in a different direction. So there is for a number of sessions there is a strong momentum or strong movement in a particular direction. So that's what I'm looking for here. Currently you can see that more or less the movement is flat here. More or less it is within a particular range, but once it breaks through either side, it could be still in the lower side. And, we can't assume that from here it will go up only. We cannot assume that. It could be in the lower direction as well, but whatever direction it will go, it will be a very strong momentum or in a strong movement. So we'll look into that. Similarly, Nasdaq is also down by 11 points, and Dow is also down by 95 points. Maybe one of the reasons is daily roundup of key economic data. Let me find out that particular news. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the earnings quickly. If you have not already if you have not already followed us in the social media, please do so. In the Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, we normally publish the earnings report there in our own words, or you can say in our own presentation. Today, we earlier published the results of Goldman Sachs. Let's quickly go back to the results. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs Group reported their second quarter June 2022 earnings of $7.73 per share on revenue of $15 billion. The expectation was around $6.99 per share of earnings on revenue of $11.3 billion. Revenue fell 10.3% compared to the same quarter a year ago. The stock is currently up by more than 2%, whereas the S&P is currently down. Quickly, I'm going into the details of the earnings. Net revenues, second quarter 2022, $11.86 billion, and whereas second quarter 2022 year to date, net revenue is $24.8 billion. Net earnings, second quarter 2022, $2.93 billion, and earnings per share $7.73. Okay, annualized ROE 10.6%, annualized ROTE 11.4%. Book value per share is $301.88. Some of the highlights: the firm during this quarter, the firm continued to support clients amid an evolving macroeconomic environment and generated solid quarterly net revenues. Investment banking generated quarterly net revenues of $2.14 billion, including strong net revenues in financial advisory. The firm ranked number 1 in worldwide announced and completed mergers and acquisitions and in worldwide equity and equity-related offerings and common stock offerings for the year to date. Global markets generated quarterly net revenues of $6.47 billion, reflecting a strong performance in both fixed income, currency, and commodities and equities, particularly in financing. Firm-wide assets under supervision increased $101 billion during the quarter, including inflows of $305 billion from the acquisition of NN Investment Partners to a record $2.5 trillion. Firm-wide management and other fees were a record $2.23 billion for the second quarter of 2022. 22% higher than the second quarter of 2021. Book value per common share increased by 2.9% during the quarter and 6.2% during the first half of 2022 to $301.88. On 14th of July 2022, the board of directors of Goldman Sachs Group approved a 25% increase in the quarterly dividend to $2.50 per share beginning in the third quarter of 2022. So that's Goldman Sachs. Let's move on to another company, Bank of America. Quickly, Bank of America reported their second quarter June 2022 earnings of 73 cents per share on revenue of $25.2 billion, whereas the expectation was 77 cents per share on revenue of $22.8 billion. And the share is more or less flat at this moment. Revenue grew 11.5% on a year-on-year basis. Getting into some more details. In terms of highlights, net income of $6.2 billion during the quarter, or 73 cents per diluted share. Pre-tax income declined 14% to $6.9 billion. Reflecting a smaller reserve release than second quarter 2021. Pre-tax pre-provision income increased 15% to $7.4 billion. Revenue net of interest expense increased 6% to $22.7 billion. Net interest income up $2.2 billion or 22% to $12.4 billion, driven by higher interest rates, lower premium amortization, and loan growth. Non-interest income declined $989 million or 9% to $10.2 billion, primarily reflecting weaker capital markets. Average global liquidity sources of $1 trillion. Average loan and lease balances up $107 billion or 12%, and led by strong commercial loan growth as well as higher consumer balances, excluding Paycheck Protection Program. Average loan and lease balances grew $124 billion. Average deposits up $123 billion or 7% to $2 trillion. Book value per common share of $29.87 rose 1% from first quarter of 2022. Tangible book value per common share of $21.13 rose 1% from first quarter in 2022. So that's the earnings of Bank of America. Now, let's look at some of the other news. So Bank of America is more or less flat as of now, up by 0.23%, but earlier it was much better. In terms of other news, let me quickly check. There was no other news as of now. Right. Okay. Quickly look at some other companies. Delta shares jumped today 3.92% amidst news of new aircrafts being ordered from Boeing. They are purchasing 100 Boeing 737 MAX 10 planes in a deal that marks Delta's first new Boeing aircraft order in over a decade. Boeing shares also added 2.4% currently. Let's see. Boeing is flat. Earlier, it was up by more than 2%. Currently, it is flat. All of a sudden, the market actually reversed, as you saw here. S&P 500 currently down by 21% from Friday's close, but earlier it was up by more than 1%. VIX volatility index all of a sudden jumped 4.5% today, and gold is flat, silver is flat, oil is up by 4%. Euro actually progressed better, up by 0.65%, and it is now at 1.015. So 152 pips above the parity. Bitcoin is up by 4.6% and Ethereum is up by 10% today. In terms of stocks, we'll come to that. Okay, let's go back to the stocks chart here. I will also go to Tesla. Tesla is currently up by 0.8%. Earlier, it was above by around 4%. After Deutsche Bank added the company to its short-term buy list, citing the potential for it to exceed Wall Street expectations when it reports earnings. The other company is Grab Holdings. The shares are up by 8.6% after JP Morgan upgraded Grab to overweight from neutral. Coinbase jumped today, up 9%. Earlier, it was more than almost 15%. After DNB Asset Management, a large European asset manager, bought shares of the cryptocurrency exchange. As I mentioned, the Bitcoin is also high today, above jumped by 5%. Energy stocks also jumped. Diamondback Energy, Marathon Oil, Halliburton, Devon Energy, all of them all jumped based on the higher energy prices today. Okay, let me quickly open our trading platform, the Interactive Brokers paper trading account. Let me quickly look into that, what's happening there. We had one SPX trade there. Let me quickly open the paper trading account and let's see. And meanwhile, I'll check if there are any other news quickly. Okay. So we have got two trades. One is expiring 29th of July, S&P 500, a bear call of 40154035. So that is in the positive $148. We have already placed the order to close at $1.50. It's not yet there. And there is another SPX trade of August 5, 4050 and 4070 bear call. Both of them are bear calls. I'm expecting them to close in the positive in the next few days, but let's see, where it lands up. Tesla is up today. Booking.com is also up today, and Google is actually down today. We bought some shares of Google, and they are converted into 20 times more number of shares because the stock got split over the weekend in 20:1 ratio. However, normally when let's quickly check. Normally when there is a split, the shares jump, but today it did not. The split happened, but the shares actually sank. That is interesting. Normally, all the stocks usually rise, even if marginally. Like Amazon also rose for a day or so, and then it sank. But in case of Google, it sank immediately. And even on Friday it was up, but today it opened higher, but then went down. That's interesting. Is there any particular news of Google? Right. Okay. Let me quickly go back to, so do I take a new position on S&P 500? Not at this stage, because I have already got two positions open. So I will probably stick with them and try to get them to close. Either, if I have to take a new position, then either I will close one position and then open another one. I'll not unnecessarily take additional risk. Already I have got two positions here. So, but if I have to take a new position, again, I think I would be going for the bear call position there. Overall, I still feel the the factors of recession, the war, and the issues with the global supply chain, all of them are still valid. So in the short term, for next few weeks, even though there might be a little bit jump in the shares, but um, it won't be too high. Probably it will go up to, let's say, 4,000 or at the max 4,100. So let's see if we have to take a new position, then what can we do? So let's go to option chain. SPX 500. We are looking for the Friday of the fourth quarter, which is the 12th of August. The 12th of August, we are looking for a bear call trade. Let's see if we go to 19 delta. So basically, we can take a guidance from the delta, 19 delta. So that would be 4025. 4025 between 19 and 20. So you can say 4025. So if we again sell 4025 and buy 4, okay, there is no 4045. Oh, I'm not sure why. Then okay, then maybe I'll do 4030. 4030. Okay, at this time, maybe we can do 4020 as well. Let's say 4030 and 4050. If we do, and if it depends upon how much credit we are getting. If we are getting $4 credit, so we can take that. So this is a paper trading account, so I can take that trade and keep on monitoring. But in my personal account, if I already have two positions, then I will not take another one. Okay, so if you don't have another position, then it's fine. You can take this if you are willing to take a new position, then maybe this is this is the position you can take. Otherwise, um, you can skip for today. If you already have open two positions, then either close one position and then take another position. Otherwise, just maybe skip it for this week. Okay, so $4 it has not actually filled in. So let's see, where it gets filled in at $4 or not. But that would be the S&P SPX trade for this week. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let's quickly look at some other stocks quickly in our watch list. Yeah, we didn't run through the watch list today. Advanced auto parts down by 1.3%. Apple is down by 1.73%. Let me check the volume. Yeah, the volume is significant actually. So it would probably almost touch the 10 days average volume. Accenture is down by 0.5%. And then AMD is up by 1%. Earlier it was better. Amazon again was better earlier, but now it's up by 4.5%. Digital Turbine is up by 4.4%. Applovin is up by 3.8%. And let me quickly check. Chegg is up by almost 2% still, much better. Salesforce is up by 0.8%, and Dell is down by 1%. Disney is up by 1%, and DocuSign is down by 1.7%. Okay, Enphase Energy is up by 6.5% today, and Facebook is up by 1.7%. Google is currently down by 2.2%. So that's what I was talking about. MACD is also down by 0.5%. Netflix is up by 1.8%. Nvidia up by 2.7%. Netflix, they are announcing result tomorrow, so we'll look forward to that. Qualcomm is down by 1.6%. Teladoc is down by 3.15%. Twitter is up again 1.2%, and Upstart is up by 3.4%. Visa is also down. MasterCard was also down. Microsoft marginally down by 0.5%. Okay, so that's about it. Microsoft marginally down compared to Friday. Okay, so with that, I think we can conclude now. I'm not taking any new positions today. I need to probably find out a few because I normally avoid the earning session before opening any new credit spread trade. But I'll take some positions probably tomorrow based on whatever the earnings of the companies previously. With that, thanks a lot for joining in today, and please follow us in the social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, and please do subscribe there. One more thing, we updated in our social channel that our new website is now live. There is some work still going on, but more or less the website is up. We have made some changes, and we are trying to make it more attractive and rich with some new features. So as you can see, the banner and all the presentation has changed. Now you can see the YouTube live broadcast events. Of course, the private events won't be available here, visible like the event for the students. But other than normally, the events would be available here. And then you can join us for the live coaching sessions, as you know. And then, of course, you can book for one-on-one coaching, live trading sessions, learning, and you can obviously join our option trading masterclass and technical analysis sessions there. So this is our new website. Please go through our blogs. We keep on publishing our blogs over here. In the video section, you can see the watch list videos and any other videos, technical or fundamental videos that we will post from time to time. So this is our blog presentation, and there are other things. Yes, we are waiting for an announcement there in a couple of days. So that would be also available, and we are working on that in the website. Okay, so with that, thanks a lot for joining in today, and please do visit our new website as well. Thanks a lot, and see you there tomorrow, Tuesday, same time, 2:30 Eastern time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.